Well, cleanup operations are underway in KwaZulu-Natal after deadly floods as well as mudslides. A task team will be deployed to assess the infrastructure damage caused by the floods. Meanwhile, President Cyril Ramaphosa has released emergency funding for the victims. At least 51 people have been killed, and that number is expected to rise. eNCA's Dasin Tathia is following that story for us and joins us now. Earlier, Dasin, we were speaking from an informal settlement which was located really along the riverbank of one of the rivers there in KZN, and now looking at the rebuilding process, one may say that it's going to make sure that it actually happens within a speedy amount of time, simply because there are looming threats of another flood that is on the way. However, now you've moved locations. Tell us about where you are at right now.
That's right, Faith. In fact, since we last spoke, I have moved locations. I'm now in Dasenhoek, and that's where search and rescue teams are still busy working. They're trying to recover what they believe is the body of an elderly woman that may be trapped in this mud that you're seeing behind me at the moment. And you'll see that there are still some community members that are there. You may be able to see the top of a vehicle that is buried in the mud there. So the concern now is that that vehicle may actually be on top of the woman. We also understand, just from talking to some of those that have been here on the ground, that President Ramaphosa had also stopped by here and wanted to see exactly what was going on the ground. This forms part of his visit to Durban after the floods. As you know, he had been making his way around the city, just to the more badly affected areas. But it seems like rescue workers in this area certainly do have their work cut out. I want to give you a sense of what the scene looks like and how this came to be, Faith. If you just look here to the right of me, in fact, this land is quite sloped. And it seems like when the rain came a few nights ago, the water had run down here and broken away pieces of many of the homes as well as the land, and which has resulted in this very serious mudslide. In fact, I'm told that this mud that we're standing on at the moment is actually several meters deep, and that is also what is causing part of the problem for search teams here. It's making their work extremely difficult. You're seeing community members that have been gathered here for many hours now, and they're just watching these teams work. They're also hoping that they will be able to finalize that work soon. I'm told that 2 children were saved from this area. Unfortunately, they had survived. It's just very sad now that it seems that that woman that teams are trying to get to now may very well have passed on. I want to take you a bit closer. I have Saron Meadows here. She's with Rescue Care. Saron, you've been working with the team here, and you just stopped a little while ago. How's it looking out there?
So far, not good. We haven't had any signs of anybody underneath the wreckage, which is the vehicle that got absolutely covered in mud, as well as the house underneath us, right where we're standing, is normally about 6 meters deeper in this valley where we're standing. And at the moment, it's just entirely smothered with mud and everything else, all the rubble that came down from the valley, which is behind us.
Let's just go a bit closer, Saron, while we're speaking, and just try to get as close to this cordon tape as we can without infringing on the scene. And Kaniso can just show our viewers some of the visuals and some of the activity that's taking place behind us. Saron, what are the community members saying to rescue workers? Are they confirming that, in fact, there is a woman that is buried here?
They've definitely confirmed it. They're 100% sure that there is an elderly lady that is underneath most of this rubble. There's one gentleman now saying that we're trying to get the story out of him, but he may have witnessed her coming down the bank. Where she landed after coming down the bank is a mystery to us at the moment, but we are working tirelessly to get through all this rubble and mud to get to her.
It doesn't look like it's an easy task for the teams that are here. Are there enough resources to get this done?
For now, there are. There's not much that we can do besides we want to have a look underneath the vehicle and underneath the bigger structures that are here. Rescue teams are here, but they are going to be needing to be replaced. So should they need to have a break, other rescuers do need to come in and take over from them. They're going to be working tirelessly.
Saron, one of the things that I've seen in other communities during this time is that many of the residents in the area and community members have also lent a hand to rescue workers. Are you seeing something similar here with people picking up shovels and trying to assist where they can? Is that allowed?
100%. It is definitely allowed, and the community was very, very helpful initially. So there are only a certain amount of shovels. They've brought some shovels from their houses and their premises from here, and they have been helping. At the moment, the scene is a little bit dangerous with cables that are being used to pull the vehicle up, so we've just asked the community to stand back a bit, but they have been very helpful in digging with us.
And that's just something I wanted to touch on as well. I'm seeing so many members of the community behind us at the moment. I'm seeing people here in front of us. Is this area safe for people to be on at the moment?
At the moment it is. There's nothing else that's going to collapse or cause any imminent danger, and they have cordoned off the scene immediate to the working area.
Thank you very much. Faith, that was one of the rescuers that is working on the scene at the moment. As she says, there is a confirmation that there is in fact a woman that is trapped underneath that vehicle, possibly, and it seems like these rescue workers will be here for at least the rest of the night, or at least while light allows them to continue their work.
Desmond, thanks a lot for shedding some light in terms of exactly what's been happening in your particular area. I mean, it's just scary to know that there could be somebody trapped under all of that.